Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Golden Bachelorette Mark Anderson shares advice from Kelsey. Mark Anderson is the father of Kelsey Anderson, the winner of Bachelor Season 28. He made a memorable impression when he appeared on Kelsey's hometown date. Mark is a 57-year-old United States Army veteran from Louisiana. He and Kelsey's mother met in the military, where they were both military police officers. Mark recently followed in his daughter's footsteps by appearing on the reality dating show The Golden Bachelorette. He was introduced to the show's star, Joan Vassos, by Kelsey herself. Mark's journey on the show has been highly anticipated, with a preview suggesting he will go far. What advice did Kelsey have for her dad? How he felt about overnight fame from Bachelor appearance. Mark Anderson's appearance on The Bachelor was brief, but the impact was immediate. Bachelor Nation fans took to social media to gush over what a great father he was to Kelsey. There were many cries for him to be the next Golden Bachelor. But instead, the Army vet joined the first season of The Golden Bachelorette as one of Joan Vassos' suitors. He recently spoke to The Wrap about his experience on the popular reality TV show. Mark Anderson admitted that he was taken aback by the initial reaction. However, he got over the embarrassment to put himself out there again. Why he decided to join Golden Bachelorette. Mark Anderson's wife passed away in 2018. Kelsey opened up to Joey Graziadei about the loss on season 28 of The Bachelor. She encouraged her dad to apply for Golden Bachelorette. The more I thought about it, I was like, why not? Mark told The Wrap. I've told my kids their entire life to do stuff, and don't shy away from things. Take that opportunity and go do it, so it wouldn't really be right for me not to. But his first meeting with Joan Vassos didn't go as planned. He explained, I had a great spile that I wanted to say. I knew of her. I saw pictures of her. I saw a video of her. But I stood in front of her, my mind went blank, and it was awestruck. Mark Anderson shares advice from Kelsey. He revealed that his daughter had some sound advice for him before the show, and it was the same advice he gave her before she joined The Bachelor. In the glitzy world of reality television, the latest buzz surrounds the heartwarming spin-off show, The Golden Bachelorette. Among the charismatic contestants vying for the affection of the vibrant, mature Bachelorette Kelsey, one man has stood out for his wisdom, charm, and vulnerability, Mark Anderson. While the competition was fierce, Mark's sincerity captured viewers' hearts, even though his journey on the show came to a bittersweet end. After his time on The Golden Bachelorette, Mark sat down to reflect on his experience, and in doing so, shared the invaluable advice he received from Kelsey, advice that continues to resonate with him deeply. 1. Embrace your authentic self. One of the most impactful lessons Mark took away from his time with Kelsey was the importance of embracing authenticity. In a world that often pressures us to fit into specific molds or present only our best selves, Kelsey constantly reminded him of the value in showing up as his true, unfiltered self. She had this way of making everyone around her feel comfortable, even in the high-stakes environment of a dating competition. Kelsey always told me, Mark, you don't have to be anything more than who you already are, he recalls with a smile. That stuck with me. On the show, and even now in my everyday life, I remind myself that trying to be someone else is exhausting. It's much more freeing to be authentic. She showed me that vulnerability is strength, not weakness. This advice wasn't just words. It became a mantra for Mark as he navigated the ups and downs of his time on the show. In a space where competition can often push people to put on masks, Kelsey's emphasis on genuine connection helped Mark stay grounded. Now, he encourages others to let go of perfectionism and embrace the messy, imperfect, but beautiful parts of themselves. 2. Don't rush love. Another nugget of wisdom Kelsey imparted to Mark revolved around the concept of patience in love. In an age where swiping right can lead to instant connections, Kelsey was a refreshing reminder that real love isn't always instant. She spoke often about the importance of letting love grow organically, rather than forcing it to happen on a predetermined timeline. One thing Kelsey said that really resonated with me was, "Love is like a garden. You can't rush the flowers to bloom. You just have to nurture them and let them grow in their own time." That analogy hit home, Mark shares. "I think so many of us are in a hurry to find the one, to check off the boxes of life, get married, settle down. But what Kelsey taught me is that real love, the kind that lasts, can't be rushed." This advice has transformed the way Mark approaches relationships. Instead of pushing for quick answers or declarations, he's now focused on enjoying the journey, allowing relationships to evolve at their own pace. Whether it's a romantic connection or a friendship, Mark now understands that time is a crucial ingredient for depth and meaning. 3. Be open to the unexpected. If there's one thing reality TV teaches us, it's that the unexpected is always lurking around the corner. But Kelsey had a unique take on this that stuck with Mark. She often reminded him, and the other contestants, to remain open to the possibilities they hadn't planned for, whether in love or life in general. Kelsey's own journey to becoming the Golden Bachelorette was a testament to this philosophy, having experienced love, loss, and second chances. Kelsey would say, "Life isn't always going to follow your script, but sometimes the plot twists lead to the best chapters." That was a big one for me, Mark admits. "I've always been a planner, the type of guy who likes to know what's coming next. But after hearing Kelsey's story and seeing how much joy she found by being open to new experiences, I realized I was holding myself back by trying to control everything." Mark has since adopted this mindset in his post-show life, embracing spontaneity and being more receptive to paths he hadn't originally considered. Whether it's saying yes to new adventures or reconsidering what he wants in a relationship, Kelsey's advice has inspired him to approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness. 4. Prioritize self-care. Throughout the season, one of the recurring themes in Kelsey's conversations with Mark was the importance of self-care, especially in the context of relationships. She often emphasized that you can't fully love someone else until you take care of yourself. This was particularly poignant for Mark, who had spent much of his life focused on others, his family, his career, and his community. Kelsey would remind me, "You can't pour from an empty cup, Mark. If you're not taking care of yourself, how can you expect to show up fully for someone else?" he recalls. That was such a powerful lesson for me because I realized I'd been neglecting my own needs for a long time. Mark took this advice to heart, not just in terms of physical health, but emotional and mental well-being too. Since the show, he's made a point to carve out time for himself, whether that's through meditation, exercise, or simply taking time to reflect on his feelings. This has not only improved his outlook on life, but it's also made him more confident in his ability to be a supportive partner when the time is right. 5. The importance of letting go. Perhaps the most profound piece of advice Mark received from Kelsey was about the importance of letting go of past hurts, old relationships, and the fears that hold us back. This was especially relevant to Mark, who had experienced heartbreak and carried the weight of that pain for years. Kelsey's own story of resilience and moving forward inspired him to face his own emotional baggage. Kelsey once told me, "You've got to make room for new love by letting go of the old pain." And that really hit me hard, Mark reflects. It's easier said than done, but once I started to process and release the past, I felt a huge weight lift off my shoulders. I realized I've been holding on to things that weren't serving me anymore, and it was time to let them go. With Kelsey's advice echoing in his mind, Mark began the emotional work of releasing old wounds, forgiving himself, and making space for new possibilities in his life. Moving forward with grace. Although Mark's time on the Golden Bachelorette ended before he found his happily ever after with Kelsey, He left the show with something arguably even more valuable: wisdom. The lessons he learned from Kelsey have become guiding principles in his life, shaping how he approaches relationships, self-care, and personal growth. Kelsey's advice has been a gift, Mark says, reflecting on his journey. I didn't win her heart in the end, but I gained so much more than I ever expected.